Okay, are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hello and welcome. I'm Jacob Bellotti, joined as always by the fabulous, the vintage camera printed, the incredibly cute with his new makeup on,
My new makeup.
Larry Saperstein. Hello.
Hello, Jacob Bellotti, as it were. How are you?
I'm great. It's a brand new day. It's a brand new recording session. So welcome to Let's Talk About That.
All systems are a go.
Talking database activated.
Begin in 3, 2, 1.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about what? Let's talk about who? Let's talk about me. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about that. Girl, I cannot believe we are talking about that.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Let's talk about that. Wow, we've been up to so much lately.
It's a busy end of the year.
It certainly has been. So let's talk about us for a second.
Yeah, let's talk about us.
We went to two shows, I think.
Two shows. Lots of, LA theater.
Lots of LA theater lately.
Happening in the fall.
Yeah.
Which is fun to talk about because I love seeing theater and I love discussing theater.
Sure. Well, we saw Back to the Future at the Pantages.
Yes.
The Pantages Theater. What did you think?
I thought it was good. I don't know. Not my favorite show I've ever seen in my whole entire life. I don't know. Just not my favorite show I've ever seen in my whole entire life. I think that it didn't necessarily improve upon the film.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Sure. I liked the effects and stuff.
Yeah, I liked the effects. I think the DeLorean was really cool.
Yeah.
It did kind of just feel like at times I was seeing a theme park show.
Yeah.
When you see a theme park show, and this is I'm not trying to knock theme park shows, but because they do a lot of showings in a day,
yeah,
it's very timed out perfectly. It's not really it's not really a liberating theatrical experience, and a lot of times they don't have full orchestras. It's playing music to or singing to a track, and everything feels almost kind of like animatronics sometimes. You know what I mean?
Sure. I mean, there was a full orchestra at
but
this
it didn't
production.
Sound like it.
Okay.
Yes, there was an orchestra, but the way that it was mixed,
sure,
made it sound like they were singing to tracks.
Okay, I hear that. I mean, my big critiques of it was that was the most hetero musical theater production I've ever seen.
But you had to know that going in because of the movie.
No, I know, but even for musical theater, it was very hetero. And I hated that everyone found the incest funny when he's trying to fuck his mother.
I don't understand that argument. You've been saying that all week, but it's that is the same exact thing that happens in the movie. So why would it be any different?
But the movie wasn't funny. There wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
It's
a
comedy.
It was people were wow, look at these effects. That was the big thing about the movie when it came out.
Yeah, but the comedic angle of the movie is that the mom has a crush on Marty. That is a plot point in the movie.
I understand that that's a plot point in the movie, but I'm just saying if it was his dad who had a crush on him, that audience would have been ew, that's disgusting.
But you could make the same argument about the movie of Back to the Future. If it was his dad who had a crush on him, it never would have been a film that people went to go see.
I know, but it just annoys me that is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes, I understand your general frustration with heteronormative culture, but I don't think
we're laughing at straight incest. Is that what we're at now?
I mean, it's what we've been at since 1983 or whatever when the movie came out.
I don't know. I wasn't a fan of it. That's what I have to say. I
think that it's but to that point, maybe Back to the Future, the musical, is not a musical that we need right now. You know what I mean? And
just
look, I know
silly
it's
and
been running
dumb.
on Broadway for 2 years, and I have a few friends in the Broadway production, and this is like no shade.
And it is now
to-
closed.
Well, yes, it's closing. It's
Yeah.
closing in January, and this is no shade to anybody that's been involved in the production. Like there's some real theater magic going on that was really incredible, and like some really amazing design choices, and all of that. I just, from a musical theater book and music standpoint, I don't really know like what it's accomplishing other than, people get to see Back to the Future on stage, which again feels like something that you would see at Universal Parks rather than a
Sure.
Broadway theater.
Okay, well, I understand that argument. So I would say it wasn't my favorite show I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Also, like, cast singers. Thank you.
They could sing. I didn't think there was any problem with the singing. I don't know.
That's not what you said on the night.
I don't
So,
remember
Here we
now.
are. Then we
See,
saw
all that stuff goes out in one ear, out the other for me. I told you, performances, not the thing that I latch on to.
I know, it's just bizarre because that's kind of the main point of going to a musical.
Not true. The main point is to immerse yourself in a theatrical experience, and that is a different aspect for everyone. Some people enjoy seeing the beautiful costumes and the scenic design and the direction and the lighting design more than the performances.
Larry Saperstein. Yes, he's the person.
There's other people, Jacob.
So then we saw La Cage aux Folles
Yes.
at
Miss
the
Pasadena
Pasadena
Playhouse.
Playhouse, the premier
Yeah.
regional theater and the official theater of California.
Yes, the official state theater of California.
That's
Is that
right.
right?
That's right.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Do you think it lives up to the State Theater of California title?
The theater itself, no, I think the Pantages is much more grand.
Yeah, but the
know?
Pantages is not a regional theater, so I don't think it could count as the State Theater of California because the Pantages doesn't do original productions.
Okay. All right.
Pantages is a touring house.
I understand that, but maybe like it should do original production.
Well, yeah, but then where would the touring productions go?
I don't know, the Egyptian, they can go anywhere.
The Egyptian's a movie theater. There's not enough space.
They could go to, there's plenty of big venues in Los Angeles.
Well, but actually, no, they tore down. There used to be a couple of other big major touring houses in Los Angeles, and they were demolished. So there used to be places that the Pantages would actually host sit-down productions in like the late 90s and early 2000s. The Pantages hosted like a few years long production of Wicked actually in the early 2000s. So it wasn't a tour; it was like the LA production, and it doesn't really do that anymore because there's not other touring houses for the other productions to go, and they need the Pantages.
Okay. Well, first of all, the Pantages, that was my first time ever going.
Beautiful venue.
It's the most beautiful theater I've ever been in the United States. It blows every New York theater out of the water.
I mean, Radio City Music Hall.
Blows it out of the water. Completely.
Really? More than
Completely.
Radio City?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Like not even a
What about it
chance.
is prettier than
It's
Radio City?
so gorgeously ornate. Like
Yes,
it is
yes.
beautifully
But
ornate.
so is Radio City.
Sure, but it has like this Hollywood Boulevard,
Yes,
like
it has like
charm
a Hollywood
to it.
glamour to it.
Yeah,
as well.
it does have the Hollywood glamour, and it's bigger than any theater in New York City.
Except for Radio City Music Hall, but yes.
Yes, but it's bigger than any Broadway theater.
Yes, it's bigger than any Broadway house. Yeah.
Right, and it's just so gorgeous, and the seats I thought were nicely spaced.
Yes.
I
yes.
felt like I had enough room, and I
Yes.
wasn't dying.
Totally.
While sitting there.
Totally.
I think every seat was a good seat in that theater. Like I think you could see everything from every seat.
Okay. Got it.
I really think that was the best theater I've been in.
Yeah, I like that it's not too steep. Like when you go see a Broadway show and you're in like the mezzanine or the balcony, you are literally feel like you are on top of a building about to jump off and like looking down at the stage, like down, like the direction that you're looking to get to the stage is down.
Right. I'm feeling like John
But-
Wilkes Booth at any of those theaters, about to jump off that balcony, girl. Yes.
But at the Pantages, it's more of a shallow decline,
Yes.
which is good because
Yes.
it's like the show happens more in front of you and less below you.
Correct. Yes. But anyway, the Pasadena
We're talking about the
Playhouse.
Pasadena Playhouse,
Because we
right.
saw La Cage aux Folles starring good friend of the pod, Kevin Cahoon.
Great friend of the pod, Kevin Cahoon. For any High School Musical fans out there, Kevin Cahoon was the voice of Todd in season 1 of High School Musical, the musical, the series. When Ricky gets a phone call and it's Todd, or when Ricky tries to call his mom and Todd answers the phone, that voice, Kevin Cahoon.
There you go. Kevin Cahoon, wonderful person.
Oh,
wonderful
wonderful.
performance.
Yes.
He was starring across from Cheyenne Jackson.
Yes.
In La Cage aux Folles.
Yes.
Was anybody...
Groundbreaking musical.
Oh, Barb from Stranger Things was in it.
What's her real name?
Shannon something?
Oh, Shannon Purser.
Shannon
right?
Purser.
Barb,
Yes.
better known as Barb.
Yes, the one who gets devoured by a Demogorgon in season 1
I
of
think
Stranger
people know
Things.
Barb. I don't think we have to, give extra context for Barb.
Barb is really an iconic character, girl.
Yeah.
What'd you think of that production?
I really liked it. So it was a kind of a modernization, I would say, on the show because the show is like very 80s. Yeah, I would say it was like kind of a modernization of the show because the original production was in the 80s.
Right.
And I'm not 100% sure, but I think like even that the original production was in the 80s, but it didn't even take place in the 80s. It took place like even a little bit before
Yes,
that,
the 70s.
the actual story. And so this felt like just a complete, like it was happening in the year 2024 with like the choices to include, more trans people in the company of the Cagelles, like the drag queens who work at La Cage aux Folles, right? They had a drag king. I felt like that was a very interesting choice to try and modernize it. And I also felt like the design and costume choices were also trying to modernize the show. Like it was much more colorful.
Yeah, they had an alien sequence.
Yeah, like an alien, like the drag that was being presented was less like I'm like female impersonation, and it was more kind of that like club kid, avant-garde style of drag that you see with like it was instead of Nina West, they were doing Dawn.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
Like they were doing more like a new generation of drag, which I appreciate like that vision, and I think that it was cool to explore that vision like through this production in this place at this time.
Right. And for those of you who might not know La Cage aux Folles, there's also a movie called The Birdcage starring Robin Williams and Nathan Lane.
Yes.
That is incredible, and you should watch if you haven't. But it's about this gay couple who run a drag club, and they have a son who's straight, who's getting married, and his fiance's parents are conservative, like pundits, like big conservative people. So
homophobic,
homophobic losers.
Yeah.
And the whole premise is that they have to have a dinner with the homophobic parents, and it's about like the gay couple trying to navigate that, and then obviously
and hilarity ensues.
A lot of homophobia.
And then there's drag is throughout. So like one of the gay parents and the gay couple is the premier drag queen at the La Cage aux Folles, and then she does drag basically to pretend to be the son's mother.
Yeah,
it's a whole thing.
It really is. It's worth seeing. I think it's really an incredible.
Yeah, I definitely think that just from a standpoint of the book, like the script of the show, the Birdcage is the movie is definitely an improvement on the material.
Absolutely, I would agree with that. But I would also say that Cheyenne Jackson, he's so handsome.
Oh, Cheyenne Jackson is so handsome. And they knew what they were doing. They had him shirtless most of that show.
Yes, they did.
Well,
And
not shirtless, but like, in the opening, he's wearing like a
Just, like,
blazer with
yeah.
no shirt under it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
and he does have that incredible voice.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I remember when he did American Horror Story across from Lady
Yes.
Gaga, and they would sing together, and that's just he is just an incredible singer. A dream. And so is Kevin Cahoon.
Kevin Cahoon was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
He was absolutely, to me, the standout star from that show, that production.
Yeah.
And it was nice because afterwards we got to talk to him and say hello. And we'll post pictures of that at our Instagram.
Absolutely, we will.
At Let's Talk About That Pod.
Check it out.
How about that? Have we seen anything else recently?
Oh gosh, I don't know. We did see Fiddler on the Roof.
Oh my God.
At La Mirada Theater with Jason Alexander
As George, as Tevye.
Yeah. Jason Alexander, who played, if you've ever seen Seinfeld, George Costanza, was playing Tevye, the lead, father not titular, but the lead role of Fiddler on the Roof. And he was incredible.
He was so good.
So good. Probably the best Tevye I've ever seen. And I've seen that show at least 50 times.
I know, and it's so
life.
weird because I haven't watched Seinfeld since we've known Gabe, who is his son.
Right, so we're friends with Gabe Greenspan, who is in my comedy group and happens to be Jason Alexander's son. And then also in this production of Fiddler on the Roof was our other friend from the comedy group. Her name is Gwen. So lots of friends involved in the production.
I know, but the whole thing was like, I haven't seen anything Jason Alexander has done since like knowing Gabe.
Yeah.
And then like watching him in this production, I was like, oh my God, it's Gabe.
It's Gabe, yeah. And then and it's funny because like Gabe is like his son, obviously. So technically Gabe like is Jason. But
right.
But then when you see Jason, you're like, oh my God, it's Gabe.
Yeah, I really did feel that way watching it. But he really was excellent, like in this production of Fiddler.
Like, so good.
Like his performance was far and above other ones I had seen.
Like I said, I have seen this show at least 50 times in my life. And Jason Alexander found comedic moments. He found depth in the script. He found moments of sincerity and lightheartedness that I had never even thought were those moments in that script.
I mean, I guess that's what you get when you get one of the best comedy actors ever.
Yeah, like seriously.
In the role.
Yeah.
But he really crushed it, and our friend Gwen crushed it as well.
Yeah.
So kudos to the Fiddler on the Roof La Mirada team, honey.
So good.
So good. That was, I think, everything we've seen recently.
Yeah.
But in 2 days, I'm going to see Wicked at the Pantages.
Yes, you are.
I am. And obviously we had our episode talking about the movie, which we loved. And I am excited to now go see it on stage post-movie.
Yeah.
Because I'm going on my birthday.
Yes, it is. It's the Jacob Bellotti birthday.
Yes.
The Bellotti birthday, ding, 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 ding.
That's right. My birthday is in 2 days, America.
What are you most looking forward to about your birthday?
I don't know. Probably breakfast.
Breakfast on your birthday?
Yeah, because you'll be there.
Yeah. I have a show on your actual birthday.
It's homophobic. Larry will not be there.
But the day before and the day before that, I'm off. So we have 2 days before your birthday to spend time and enjoy. Actually, that'll be the day this comes out.
Yeah, that's true.
2 days before.
That's true.
So probably when this comes out, we'll be enjoying a nice dinner.
That's right.
A nice Jacob birthday dinner.
Yes. And I will be seeing Wicked and probably making more plans with other friends. I don't know yet, even though it's in 2 days.
I'm so glad you have your friends to celebrate your birthday with. Do you have any great birthday memories from previous birthdays? No. Well, last year was nice.
What did we do last year?
We went to that Kardashian restaurant.
Oh, we went to the Kardashian restaurant, and then we went roller skating.
Oh yeah, I think that was the night before. Yeah.
That was fun.
That was fun. I forgot
that was a good
I forgot that
birthday.
that was like for your birthday that we did that.
No, that was a good birthday actually. I think maybe the year before I went bowling in downtown Los Angeles.
Downtown, girl, there's bowling right over here.
I know. You were invited to that actually, but I
was
think
out of town.
you were out of town
Yeah.
doing High School Musical,
Right,
so you
season
couldn't
4.
make it. But I know there's bowling like right on Ventura around where we are, and
Yeah.
and I guess I don't know. The downtown one was cool though. It had like a lot of like.
Was it very themed?
Yeah, it was themed, and it had like arcade games and like
cool.
all that fun stuff to
This
live.
one has arcade games.
Does it? I've
It has,
never
like, a
been to the
mini-
one
It
here.
has like a mini. It's small, but it does have like a mini arcade. I think it has pinball.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't remember birthdays really beyond that. I mean, my 21st birthday, we're getting real on the pod.
Yeah.
I was in a mass shooting on my birthday.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
In France.
Yes.
Survived. Survived, yes. I lived.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, many others did not. But I did survive, and I was in a mass shooting. And in some ways, I guess it makes you more grateful for another year of life when you are in a mass shooting
Yeah.
on your birthday.
Right.
But I don't really have many good birthday memories beyond that. I usually cry on my birthday. I don't know if
Yeah.
that's like a weird thing, but I think I've heard a lot of people say this too. Like
Okay.
this isn't like a unique thing about me. I usually cry. And I think it's just like the passage of time and like reflecting. It like makes people cry
Reflection.
on their birthdays. I think that's a pretty common thing, actually.
I've noticed that I've started to get more sad on my birthday as the years go by.
Yeah.
I used to like look forward to my birthday. Now that I'm getting into my later 20s, I kind of am like, fuck, man. But you know, I think that a birthday is still a good time to like try and have a good time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To try and enjoy yourself and
I will be doing my best this year, with Wicked and I guess Wicked.
yeah.
but
And
it's-
whatever else that we, do, we'll, be going for a nice dinner.
Yes.
And
right, but that's not like my birthday. That's like
But it's your birthday
around my
celebration.
birthday.
It's your birthday celebration, and you'll be getting presents.
well, yes, I do look forward to getting presents.
There's lots of things.
Yes, there's things that go with the birthday.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I'm turning 27. So
Yeah, I know.
Old bitch, old hag in the room.
Yeah.
But it's okay. It's what it is. It's a birthday. There'll be more.
Yeah. Well, I think you should make it an effort to just enjoy yourself, and let it be about Jacob. Let
Well,
it be a day about Jacob.
days about Jacob are few and far between, Larry.
Well, this is one of them.
Okay. Well,
Let it be a day about you. You deserve to have a day about Jacob.
okay. Well, I'll try my best. That's all I can say.
Why are you hesitant to have a day about Jacob?
I don't know. It's not like it's not the ideal circumstances for me. So,
Because I'll be doing a show.
right, because you won't be there.
But I will be there. I will be there in the morning.
No, I know, but it's like you won't be there for like my birthday celebration, which was the Wicked that we were supposed to go to.
I know, but I think that your ability to have a day that's about Jacob should be independent of anybody else there. The thing is that you will be there. And it's your day. So you will enjoy it because you are celebrating you. That's what's important. Is that you celebrate you.
Yeah, I guess I don't celebrate myself that often.
Yeah.
It's not something I'm familiar with or used to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not used to getting validation or praise or any of that. So it's hard for me to see that in myself.
Sure. Because I never validate or praise you.
Well, occasionally you do, but like people in my field don't. And that's real. Like people in my field don't validate or praise me. And, I spent 3 years not being validated or praised working in this industry.
Yeah.
Despite creating incredible things.
But I think your friends do.
Yes.
I think your friends validate and praise you. And I think that, like, regardless of the industry, it's not about the industry. Your birthday is not about the industry.
Well, I know that.
It's about you and your friends and loved ones, myself included, and all of the wonderful friends that you have around you love you. And they are happy to celebrate your birthday and have it be a day about Jacob and all of the wonderful things that you are.
Well, I will try my best, girl. What are your favorite birthday memories?
Let's see. When I was 21, I had a birthday in Salt Lake City while we were filming season 1 of High School Musical, the musical series. And the first AD was like randomly trying being a DJ. And he like rented out or not rented out, but he was like doing a DJ set at this bar, and he like invited everyone. And it was on my birthday, and we like went to this bar in Salt Lake City, and he did like a DJ set. And it was my 21st birthday, so my first like legal like time like being in a bar.
Sure.
So that was super fun. Let's see. I don't remember. My 22nd birthday was in COVID, so I didn't do much. 23rd birthday, I was just like in the city doing like silly things. One year I went to Six Flags on my birthday. That was super fun.
Oh my goodness.
Just like
Wait, what year was that?
I think that was my 24th birthday.
Oh.
Yeah.
You knew me.
Not fully. That would have been like 2022.
Yeah.
Early 2022. So yeah, I knew you, but we hadn't gotten like close yet. We hadn't been like really friends. I only went with Emily, Steven, and Alex. It was just like a small group.
Mm-hmm.
But then my 25th birthday was super fun. I did a show, which I've talked about on a podcast, I'm sure. I did a birthday show where I invited like all my friends and had a bunch of my friends perform, and I performed, and it was like a kind of Wizard of Oz type story where I was like transported to this magical world of having a quarter life crisis, and I had to like weave my way through the world. And my friend Steven was who's a drag queen, and did like a big drag number as kind of like the wizard character, like, but it was different, but it was the same like role where like you think that it's the hero, but really he's kind of like the villain, you know, or she in that show. So that was a lot of fun. And
I remember it well.
Yeah. One year I had a bar mitzvah. You know, that was a good one. That was a good birthday.
I never got one of those.
Yeah. Actually, when I had my bar mitzvah, it wasn't on my birthday. It was like a few weeks after my birthday, because you know, you had to go with like what the temple like decided was going to be like the day that you were going to like read your Haftarah portion, and it was about like your what they thought you could like read and what they thought you could do well. And so mine just happened to be like a couple weeks after my birthday. But yeah, I had a big party. That was like kind of the only time that I've had like a Sweet 16 like kind of like catering hall party like that.
Yeah. No, I never had one of those. So like,
Did you go to a lot of bar mitzvahs?
I went to one.
You went to one? Did you go to a lot of Sweet 16s?
I did go to a few. I went to like 4 or 5.
Yeah. There was definitely like a season. There was a season of life when you were going to like bar mitzvahs and then again Sweet 16s and bat mitzvahs as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I never had like a big celebration. Maybe I should do that for an upcoming birthday.
Rent out a place.
Because like
go in.
Yeah, I've never had people celebrate me in that way.
Yeah, have a party.
Yeah.
Parties are fun. It's fun to have a party. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to have a party, especially like if you're the one.
Thank God I have a party planner in house.
Yeah. If you're the one like doing the party, it can be a lot of work. Like I definitely feel like for my 25th birthday, I wasn't able to like fully enjoy it until it was like almost over, because I was really like putting in a lot of work. But then like when I think back, the memory of it is amazing. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't know how much like fun I was having like in the moment, but I wasn't not having fun. I was just like working hard to like make it fun for others. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's like kind of, and I'm sure people who've had like a wedding or, I think a sweet 16 is different because it's like your parents putting in a lot of the work.
Yeah.
But like if you've had like a wedding, I'm sure that's the same feeling of like you're putting in all this work and it's your wedding, but like you're trying to make sure that other people are having fun.
Well, I have a different philosophy on the wedding.
What's your
of, like,
philosophy on that?
that I should be having fun.
Yeah, but like what is your, you're inviting people.
Sure, and I hope they have a good time, but at the end of the day, the wedding's not about them, it's about me.
And I totally get that, but I don't know if that is like a realistic thing.
Why not?
Because there's so much that goes into a wedding. So what do you
No, I
do?
understand that.
Just be like, nah, I don't want to make those.
I want it to be beautiful. I want it to be gorgeous. I
Yeah.
want it to be like, a glitzy event
Yeah.
for sure. But I want that for me. I don't want that. I don't care if it's for other people. It's for me.
It's not for, but it also is for other people. Because if you weren't having other people come, you wouldn't do all that glitz, would you?
I sure would. Are you kidding? Have you met me?
Yeah, that's true.
I would 100% be doing that for myself.
I totally get like not caring if other people like it or not. Like it's about what you think is beautiful.
Yeah.
And what you think is like good at,
Which is why I'm putting it out there. I need to have input.
I understand that. But like would you want to work with a wedding planner?
No.
No wedding planner.
No.
Do you know how hard it is to plan a wedding without a wedding planner?
I would imagine just be the additional job of being a wedding planner.
That's a big job.
Meh. Is it?
So you're going to be the wedding planner.
Well, I thought you would do it, but
okay, so I'm gonna.
But I would just have
I'm gonna
input.
put my entire life on hold.
Yeah.
To be a wedding planner.
Yeah, and then I would just provide input, like yeses or
right,
no's.
Right. Right. Well, okay. So then when you have your birthday,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do nothing. And I'm going to just let you do all the planning so that you can see how hard it is to plan a party.
Okay, fine.
Just to prove a point.
And I'll let you do that for your birthday. And maybe I won't.
just said that I did that
and
for my
maybe
birthday.
I won't be in attendance, so you can celebrate you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay, more let's talk about that right after this, honey. And we're back.
We are back.
We're back. Okay, so here's some real tea about birthdays.
What?
We went to a party a couple weeks ago, a birthday party, and something I'm very passionate about happened.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Okay, so here's the tea. We're talking about things being about you on your birthday, right? Mm-hmm. We went to a party where the birthday person was not gluten-free.
Right.
Okay. We went to a party where this person consumes gluten.
Yeah. A gluten eater.
But their friend was gluten-free.
Yeah.
Their friend who attended the party was gluten-free. Unfortunately, their friend was put in charge of making the cake.
Put in charge. I'm sure she volunteered.
She volunteered.
I'm sure that bitch was like, no, I'll make the cake.
She volunteered to make the cake.
Yeah.
And what did she do? She made a gluten-free cake.
Disgusting.
What the fuck is that?
Despicable.
I am passionate about this because how dare you, for an event where everybody wants to have a good time and nobody else is gluten-free,
right?
You impose that disgusting lifestyle on us, the rest of the participants of this event and celebration that's not about you, but is in fact about the birthday person who is not gluten-free.
Right.
And you make a gluten-free cake that
For
all
everyone.
of us have to hate and despise?
Okay. It's not a disgusting lifestyle. I'll just say that before we move on. But, okay, like because here's the thing. Here's the solution to that, right? You make a regular cake
Yes.
for everyone else, and then a separate gluten-free cake for yourself and those who are gluten-free. But what you're not going to do is come to this girl's party who is not gluten-free and all of her friends who are not gluten-free and make that disgusting cake that tasted like a potato.
Awful. It was horrible.
It
was
tasted
horrible.
It had like a vodka aftertaste.
It was
I don't
just
know what was in that
disgusting.
cake, but it was so gross.
And you have the audacity to say, "Oh yeah, everyone will love a gluten-free cake." No,
It's
they won't.
gluten-free. Like
won't.
selling it like it's a positive attribute of the cake. Walking around and be like, "Here's the cake. It's gluten-free."
No.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. That is so wildly, unbelievably disgusting
Yeah.
to do for somebody else's birthday. Like if you were lactose intolerant,
Yeah.
okay, and it's my birthday, and you make a cake without dairy,
Right. Everyone has to suffer.
get the fuck out of my house.
Look, I understand it a little bit more if the gluten-free person is having their own birthday, right?
yes,
Because they
No,
want to
no,
be able
no,
to
no.
eat the
I am
cake.
not knocking that. If the birthday person is gluten-free,
Right.
I think it's okay.
Right.
If the cake is gluten-free, and,
Even then,
and I
would
will
say,
suffer for it.
Even then, I would say though, make a separate cake.
Right, and I'll just eat the Cheetos that are off to the side,
Right.
and that's fine. But if it's not the birthday person who's
Yeah.
gluten-free, what
if you're
fucking...
gonna volunteer, that's the thing. She volunteered to make the cake because she wanted a gluten-free cake at a birthday party that was not hers.
It's like, what business do you have? What business?
no business.
No business
That's
doing
the
something like
answer.
that.
You have no business.
I could not believe it. And
Yeah.
I think I should have said something.
Yeah, you should
have. Because
You
that
should have
is...
taken the cake and thrown it into the ocean.
I think I should have. It was at the beach, this party.
You should have
I
said,
mean-
the seagulls didn't even want this fucking cake.
I know. They weren't even fucking picking at it. Like, are you kidding me? Like, go have some fucking celery sticks if you're
Yeah.
gluten-free. Like, I
Yeah.
don't like I don't want to...
Just make a gluten-free cake. Like, just make a separate gluten-free cake.
It just was so infuriating to me, and I would never do that to anybody else. Like,
No.
I would never impose my dietary restrictions on someone else's birthday.
Right.
I think it's selfish.
Right.
I think it's disgusting.
And this bitch, same bitch that made gluten-free cookies at the last party that this girl hosted, okay? Maybe the real tea is that your friend needs to really strongly consider her friendship with this gluten-free bitch because she also made the most disgusting cookies that I have ever eaten.
Oh my God. Those cookies were horrific. But in fairness, that wasn't a birthday party. It wasn't
a birthday
It wasn't
party.
in
But
celebration
I'm just saying,
of the
have
birthday
both
person.
things. Have both
Yes.
things because there is a noticeable taste. I'm not knocking anyone that's gluten free. I just want to
And
make
it's like,
that.
listen, if you're gluten-free, we love you.
Like one of my favorite people in the world, Sophia Wiley, gluten free.
Love you.
her.
Love you.
But Sophia Wiley does not impose her gluten free
No, she does not.
diet on you.
No, she does not.
Do you know what I mean?
And that's the difference.
That's the difference. Don't impose it on me because there is a taste difference.
There
You can
is.
say from today till tomorrow that there is not a taste difference. You're lying.
And it's like
You're
when you
wrong.
say the vegetable patty is the same as a hamburger. No, it's not.
No, it's not. It's a
No, it's
veggie
not.
patty.
It is
and that's
no.
okay in its own right.
Yes,
okay?
but it does not taste the
it's
same
not
as a
imitation.
hamburger.
Yeah, you have to want a veggie patty.
Yes.
Like I'm not saying that a gluten-free cookie like doesn't have the capacity to taste good, right? It could possibly. Hers did not. Hers tasted horrible, but it could taste.
Hers did not. Hers did not.
Could taste good, right?
Yeah.
But it will never taste like a regular cookie.
Yeah.
So don't lie to me and say that it's going to taste like a regular. It's not.
Yeah.
So make the fucking regular cookie, make the regular cake, and then also make the gluten-free.
100% agree with that. And that is really all I wanted to talk about with birthdays because, man, that is so important to me that you don't be selfish on someone else's birthday. You know what
Right.
I mean? Like, that is just the ultimate, like, treacherous, disgusting behavior
Right.
to see at a birthday event.
Yeah. Death.
To all of them. Okay, so anyway, it's almost the holidays.
Yeah. Wait. So I have a pet peeve about the holidays.
Okay.
Okay. So it's a little bit before Thanksgiving right now, and we just went to.
Although my birthday's in 2 days, December 11th.
Right.
Of course.
So we just went to. We're hosting a Thanksgiving celebration. Okay.
Yes.
Obviously, this comes out after Thanksgiving. This will no longer be an issue, but I just want to voice my concern.
Irrelevant.
So we went to you're hosting a Thanksgiving celebration, and we said, oh, let's go and see if we can get some decor, maybe some nice things for the table for Thanksgiving, maybe
Sure.
some nice Thanksgiving themed plates, some nice
Yes.
Thanksgiving themed, table scaping items.
Absolutely.
Okay? We walk into the Home Goods, and mind you, it's like
So this is the Home Goods on Ventura
Yes,
Boulevard.
Right. Yeah, we're talking directly to you, but also to the entire Home Goods Corporation.
Yeah.
Mind you, the date is like November 15th. Okay.
Yeah.
And we go in, and there is nothing for
Nothing.
Thanksgiving.
Nothing. It doesn't
entire
exist.
The entire store is Christmas.
Yeah.
And there's one Hanukkah booth.
And it doesn't exist. It's like Thanksgiving does not exist.
There's
but that's not
Santa galore.
That's not even the only place though.
I know,
We went
but-
into Michael's. We went into the Michael's craft store that's in the same center.
And you would think that Thanksgiving didn't exist.
Yeah, it was complete Christmas blowout.
And we went up to the person at the Home Goods and we said, is there like a Thanksgiving section? And she was like, honestly, no, you would have had to come here in like September or October to find Thanksgiving items. What?
September.
You want me to go shopping for my Thanksgiving celebration 2 months in advance?
September.
I just don't understand. What benefit do they get out of putting the the Christmas stuff out November 1st?
I could not believe it.
And I'm not
because
even saying put the Christmas stuff out, but put the Thanksgiving stuff out and
Like,
then take it away and fill it with Christmas stuff.
most of us are slackers. We don't go shopping 8 months in advance.
Who is going shopping for their Thanksgiving feast on September 14th? No one.
You were about to say 9/11, weren't you?
September 11th.
No,
They put out their 9/11 stuff in July.
I know. No one's going for 9/11 for Thanksgiving shopping. That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
okay?
it's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous, and I think it's utterly inane.
Yeah.
All right? Inane. Asinine.
Yeah.
All
But
of
it's
the
like,
words.
So when did you want me to buy my Halloween decor? July?
Oh, they said July.
July?
They said you got to come in the summer for
That's
Halloween.
ridiculous.
They said you got to come in the summer
when
for
it's
Halloween.
200 degrees outside?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
That's when they want you to get your Halloween stuff.
Decor should be seasonal with the season.
I 100% agree with that, and I don't understand why. Oh, she's like, oh, we have one table that might fit what you're looking for. It's called the Harvest table.
Yeah, they didn't have anything. It was Halloween clearance items.
Yeah.
It was items that didn't sell for Halloween.
And it was like, girl,
A purple
the
pumpkin
Harvest
with
table,
spiders on it.
A purple pumpkin with spiders on it is not Harvest.
No, that's Halloween.
That's Halloween leftovers that you have on clearance.
Yeah.
Unbelievable fucking experience, because holiday shopping is already a nightmare. Okay?
Yeah.
Like, getting the things you need is a lot of work.
But you know that holiday shit will be out there until January 3rd, bitch.
Yeah, because they have to get rid of it.
But it's just like Thanksgiving is an important holiday.
I agree. I think it gets discounted far too often. It's actually one of my favorite holidays.
Who doesn't like to eat?
Hello, we're big eaters on this podcast.
Yeah.
And I
ate.
really enjoy Thanksgiving. It was shocking to me because I don't think you've ever had a full Thanksgiving celebration.
No, the closest I came was in 2020 during COVID when we were filming High School Musical season 2 and we were all kind of stranded in Utah. So we had like a bit of a Thanksgiving celebration, just us. That was the closest that I've come.
Yeah, you were very baffled.
And
when
I've done Friendsgivings.
Yeah.
Friendsgivings.
You were very baffled when I said to you we need to prepare the night before. That was like
I just
very
don't-
baffling to
like,
you.
What do we need to prepare the night before?
Well, you have to make the desserts, honey. The desserts have to be made the night before. The
Okay.
food has to be prepped. The table has to be made and set, because if you do it on Thanksgiving Day and you're also trying to do the food, it's a fucking disaster.
But we're gonna have so many people helping to get ready, though. Like, there's 3 of us that are gonna be like, I can set the table on Thanksgiving Day in the morning.
No. You have to do it the night before. First of all, it's tradition. Tradition.
Okay, well, that's your tradition. That's not everyone's tradition.
Because what you're doing on Thanksgiving morning is you're watching the Thanksgiving parade.
I understand that, but you watch the Thanksgiving parade like kind of in the background while you do other stuff, and you like check on the
Not
food
me.
and stuff.
I'm interested in what Hoda's doing on her last Thanksgiving Macy's parade.
Wait, it's her last one?
Well, she's leaving the show, isn't she?
Yeah, but she's still an NBC talent.
Yeah, but I feel like she's kind of retiring.
Maybe. I don't know.
So this might be Hoda's last Thanksgiving Day parade,
Hoda's
honey.
last hurrah?
It's Hoda's last hurrah.
It's
honey.
Hoda's last
So you're
hurrah.
telling me you're not going to be watching that intently?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I will be. Maybe I'll have to.
Exactly. As I say, this episode airs, well after
Yeah,
Thanksgiving, and
We'll know all about Hoda's last hurrah.
we will have seen
by the time
Hoda's
this
last
comes
hurrah,
out.
and maybe something incredible or iconic would have happened at this Thanksgiving Day parade.
She descends.
Yeah, maybe she's
From a float.
a balloon.
Yeah.
She's afloat.
Whoa.
Hoda's afloat.
That's fierce. A big Hoda float.
The spirit of
With Hoda on
Hoda
it.
will live on, The spirit lives on.
What is that song?
I don't know. I was just making it up as we go along.
Got it.
But anyway, if the night before Thanksgiving is a very important night for those of us who are big Thanksgivingers.
Okay.
Thanksgivingettes, if you will.
Yeah.
So,
Sure. I mean,
It's
my
a big
Thanksgivings
holiday.
were just like, me and my family.
Right. And my mother.
Right.
There was a lot of prep. There was 46 people coming over for Thanksgiving.
Right.
It was a whole event.
Right.
With different tables, in particular places, and then corresponding, buffet tables versus the dessert tables versus the sides tables.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. And I try to live up to some spirit of that by having it be an event. And because, let's be real, some of y'all are going on the Instas and you're posting pictures of your Thanksgiving food and it looks fucking disgusting. All right? It looks terrible.
I can't even comment on this because I don't even know who.
Oh,
you're
please.
talking about.
You've been on Instagram on Thanksgiving. And
I guess
you have
so, but I
seen,
feel like most people's Thanksgivings look kind of great.
okay, but you've seen the stories and they're like, about to dig in. And it's the worst fucking food you've ever seen in your entire life.
Like I said, if you're gluten-free and you're having gluten-free on your Thanksgiving, go off, queen. But don't impose your gluten-freeness on our Thanksgiving. By the way,
No.
gluten-free bitch, not invited.
Not invited. Absolutely not. She will not be invited to this party at all. But I don't
even know her.
what I'm saying is I don't skimp on the Thanksgiving food. Okay, the Thanksgiving food is gonna look fucking delicious and it's gonna taste fucking delicious, and that's
Sure.
important to me.
Yeah, Costco will not miss.
The table is going to look unbelievable.
Sure.
It's going to be tablescape to the gods.
Did you order the stuff?
No.
Well, honey, there's not many days left.
I know. As you're
to
hearing
order
this is post Thanksgiving,
Yeah,
so that's
yeah.
how much time I have left.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to skimp at all on that. But I hate when people discount it as a holiday.
Right.
It upsets me.
Right.
And I think that going forward, I need you to start recognizing that Thanksgiving is an important holiday for this family.
Sure. It seems like
Okay.
there's a lot of important holidays that I have to recognize.
What do you mean, Tina?
Christmas is an important holiday, and your birthday is an important holiday, and Thanksgiving is an important holiday, and, I don't know, Valentine's Day is an important holiday. There's a lot of important holidays for you, honey.
Wow. So out of the entire year, 4 days of your life are important to me.
That's not
Wow.
true. That's not true
that's
because
so
then
hard.
other things come up that are also important to you, honey. And you have to recognize that I'm a performer, okay? And performers work during the holiday season. That's what happens for actors.
Not TV stars, girl. They do
Well,
not
I'm
work
not a
during the
TV
holiday.
star.
Well, you are a TV star, Larry.
Not anymore.
Well, you will be again.
Well,
so,
I would love that.
So please treat yourself as a TV star.
All right.
Okay. And recognize that some things are important to me and should not be missed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's what I have to say about the holidays.
I mean,
Now, spreading holiday cheer. Shopping for the holidays is a delight, I will say.
Yeah.
Despite how ridiculous their timing is.
Yeah.
I do love holiday shopping.
yeah, I again, we have a Hanukkah celebrator in the room.
Yes, for the record, I am Jewish, okay?
Yeah, but you celebrate Christmas.
But I do celebrate Christmas because my dad is not Jewish.
Right. But I've never celebrated Christmas.
Right, which is why I'm excited for you one day to have your first real Christmas celebration.
Yeah.
Hopefully next year. Put it
Right.
in your calendar and do not erase it.
Right.
Yes.
I don't have that same connection to the holidays that you do. Like, I'm kind of like take it or leave it. Like, it's lovely. Sure. I was going to say it's important, but it's lovely, but it's not like there's lots of great days throughout the year. Every day should be a day that we celebrate each other and love each other.
Well, shut the fuck up. The holidays are incredible. Okay. The holidays are like what I live for because you think about it for me, my whole life, I got my birthday, Hanukkah, Christmas.
Yeah.
All in 1 month.
Right.
And that was the only thing to look forward to the whole year for me.
Yeah. My birthday is like a bit spread out from the holidays.
Right. And the rest of the year was a dark, harrowing adventure, And then I would get to December, and December was great.
Yeah.
And that was like what I'd always look forward to. Even like school lets out for like 10 days during December.
Yeah. I do love the coziness of the holiday break. Being able to like be inside and it's cold and maybe there's a fireplace and
Girl, it has been fucking freezing in
It's
Los
been
Angeles here.
cold.
It's been in the 40s. So
it's been
for all
so
of y'all who's saying, oh,
cold.
LA doesn't get cold, it's been in the 40s. So fuck
chilly.
you. Okay. Yeah, it's been very chilly. But I just adore December. It's my favorite month where I get to do all the things I love with the people I love.
Yeah.
And that is the holidays are a big part of that. That's what I was trying to say. Is that the holidays are important and they are important for this family.
I'm okay with the month of December.
Okay.
I have no qualms with the month. My dad's birthday is in December.
Yes.
My dad's birthday is coming right around the corner.
It sure is.
So, there's birthdays in December that I enjoy.
Right.
And I've always enjoyed Hanukkah.
Mm-hmm.
Hanukkah just doesn't have the same like weight as Christmas
That is
to
true.
the Jews.
No, that's true. But
Everyone always tries to compare Hanukkah and Christmas and be like, well, they're the same because you get presents. And it's like, well, they're not really the same. They're kind of only the same because Christians wanted it to be the same.
sure.
Or because Jews
Sure.
felt left out.
We used to do like a big extended family like Hanukkah party where
Yeah.
we would like get like all the Long Island cousins and everybody,
Right.
the Massachusetts cousins,
Right.
the whole shebang, into like one room and like do a party and like gift exchange for everyone,
Yeah.
which is exhausting because Jews churn out the babies. Whew.
God.
Well, it's true.
Not the Jews I know.
I'm talking about the Orthodox ones.
Oh, okay.
Churning, and I have Orthodox Jewish cousins. So for
I
anyone who
don't
thinks
have
I'm not a Jew, I have Orthodox Jewish cousins. So
Like,
stay out of it.
Honestly, most of the Jewish families that I know are like only children or like very small children, small
Okay.
amounts of children.
Well,
no
this
more
is
than
like-
like 3.
This is like 6 cousins who are like my age and older, right?
Uh-huh.
And then all of them having multiple children. So you can imagine
Yeah, that's a lot.
how many
that's a lot
kids,
of children.
How many kids
Yeah.
you have to like buy presents for.
And you had to buy presents for every single
and
one.
yeah, and also remembering the names because the name remembering is hard when
Yeah.
you have like a lot of people.
Well, there's Chaim, Chaya,
right.
Chani.
There's Deuteronomy. There's Leviticus.
Jacob,
whatever.
Lev,
yeah.
yeah.
Lahav Torah. So there's so many to remember.
I hope that no one hears that out of context because that just sounded incredibly awful to the Jewish people. And
Okay, well, we're both Jewish.
Yeah, we're both
okay?
Jewish.
Look at my neck.
Yeah,
What am I
take it
wearing
out.
here?
Take it out.
There it is. Star of David, people.
Yeah.
Star of David.
Show it to the people.
Hello.
Show it to the people.
Jews here. Shana Tova, bitch. Okay. L'chaim.
Do you know what Shana Tova means?
New Year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was like a few months ago.
Yes, I know. But
Speaking of, on the topic of Hanukkah,
yeah.
amazing Hanukkah hack that
Okay.
I'll give us before we depart
Yeah.
is the Trader Joe's latkes. They have like frozen latkes that they sell during the holiday time are so delicious. They are better than anything that I have ever made personally.
Really?
And they are so good, so easy to make.
Okay.
And they are just the perfect latkes. Which
Okay.
I know is crazy because you're like you think like you want to make them homemade, right?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the latke frozen latkes from Trader Joe's are better than anything I have ever made.
Okay, I don't think I've ever had them.
You've had latkes.
I've had latkes, but I've not had the Trader Joe's ones. By the
Yeah.
way, Trader Joe's, we love you.
Trader Joe's, we love you.
We love you.
Live
Incredible
for a Trader
brand.
Joe's moment.
Yeah. I've never had them, so I guess we'll have to make them.
Yeah, I mean they're so a lot of times latkes can be range in size.
Yeah.
Some people make them.
I really like the big ones.
Some people make them like the size of a pancake. These ones are more small. They're like more like
Okay.
the size of like a silver dollar pancake. If you like the smaller kind of size.
Sure.
So I think
Do you
like
put applesauce on them?
I do applesauce and sour cream.
Oh, you do applesauce and sour cream.
Yes.
I never do sour cream.
Yeah. So I mean that's like I would say both are like tradition, but for many people
Tradition.
I would say for
Tradition.
Okay.
Sorry.
for many people it's like either or both. Do you know what I
Okay.
mean? I personally love like literally when I mean both, I mean I take the latke, I take a spoonful of sour cream, put it on, spread it across.
Ew.
A spoonful of applesauce, put it on, spread it across.
I don't get
both
the-
at the same time.
I don't get the appeal of sour cream. Sour cream is
I don't,
gross
I don't
to me.
usually have it with everything. I don't have a lot of sour cream in my life, but on a latke, it's like because the latke is very like very very savory. It's like it's very
Yes.
salty. It has like a salty oily flavor. And then the sour cream has a creamy flavor, and then the applesauce has like a sweet fruity flavor, almost sour.
But
So all
sour
three
cream,
together-
the name itself throws me off.
Yeah, but it's not really. I don't know. Sour cream's not really sour. It doesn't have a sour taste.
But like, how do you make sour cream?
I think it's just like
Do you let cream go bad? Is that how you make it?
I don't know. Probably not go bad. You probably just churn it a lot until it becomes. It's like yogurt. I think
But
it's like
not yogurt.
it's like-
is the tea.
well, because all dairy, right, is like different levels of like. So it's like milk, sour cream, yogurt.
Cheese.
Well, I think
Cheese is blow milk.
I think milk, and then the other direction, which you're like whipping it, is milk,
Whipping it.
whipped cream, butter.
Okay.
So butter is just extra whipped cream, like.
Okay, so
basically.
where does
but
cheese
also whipped
fit
cream
in?
has sugar, where butter doesn't always
Isn't
have the
cheese just
sugar.
like bad milk? Am I crazy?
No, cheese is like
I should know this because I made
it's like
cheese
mold.
once.
It's like left to ferment or whatever. I don't know.
I made
I'm
buffalo
not-
mozzarella in Italy once.
Go off,
So
Miss Buffalo.
I don't exactly remember, but there was churning involved
Yeah,
in the
sure,
process of
sure.
making it.
Yeah.
That's what I know about cheese making.
Cheese is it's also strained. Like that's like when you have a cheesecloth because you
Right.
strain the whey or
Yeah.
whatever like out of the milk. You have to like boil it. Like there's milk.
Whatever
milk is
they
a
do, it's fucking
fascinating
delicious.
substance.
It's fucking delicious.
Milk has a lot of fascinating properties. And just a little thing to the milk lovers out there.
Yeah.
If you have a dairy-free friend that's making you have dairy-free everything, cut them off. If you are not dairy-free and your dairy-free friend is making you enjoy dairy-free items, cut them off.
They do not deserve your time of day.
Let them have the dairy-free and you have whatever the fuck you want.
That's right.
Have your cheese.
I'm going to enjoy cheese whether you like it or not, bitch.
But pretty much, I'm lactose intolerant, and I won't even do lactose
Go that
intolerant.
far.
I won't
Yeah.
even go that far.
Yeah.
Okay? I will have lactose.
Yes.
I will have the cheese.
No matter how much you fart, you will still eat that cheese.
Because you know what? The farting is worth it.
That's right. 100%.
Imagine dairy-free ice cream.
Oh, honey. Well, I actually do. No, here's tea. I do like the Halo top.
I haven't had that.
Oh, okay. We can get it at the grocery store next time. But it's dairy-free ice cream, and it's actually kind of good.
Okay, well, you just undermined everything that we talked about this whole entire episode. On that note,
I think that's it for
I
today.
think that's it.
Wish
Go-
me a happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
On
my
Instagram.
love. Yeah. Wish Jacob a happy
Oh,
birthday.
I wasn't telling you to. I was telling
Okay.
our audience to wish me
We'll
a
do a
happy
special
birthday.
post,
Yeah.
you know. If you want to follow us on Instagram and
Yeah.
Twitter, it's at Let's
Twitter.
Whoa. Instagram and TikTok. Instagram and TikTok.
Not Twitter, girl.
Not Twitter.
We're not on the Twitters.
No, not Twitter. We're not on Twitter.
We're on Blue Sky.
We're on Blue Sky. Instagram and TikTok at Let's Talk About That Pod. YouTube at Let's Talk About That Pod.
And email for any business inquiries.
Yeah.
Let's talk about let's talk about that pod at gmail.com.
T. Go eat some cheese.
Eat some cheese and eat some fucking gluten.
Yeah, have a gluten, a cake that's full of gluten.
A full fat gluten.
Full fat gluten full cake.
There
Go,
you go.
you deserve it.
All right, we'll see you next week on Let's Talk About That.
That.
Eat that gluten.
Happy birthday to you.